Jack Varney. There's the count. Will run full. Varney looking for his first hit today. Obviously in his first trip. Had 2 in 3 trips last night. Payoff pitch. Back up the middle. There it is. Hit number 1 for Varney today. Second hit of the ball game for the Pippins. The 9-hole gets production. Back to the top for Yakima Valley. So here comes Dylan Anderson for the second time. We're in the 3rd inning. Dylan hit a ball 101 back in the first inning, but it was right at Salvione at short. We've seen a lot of hard hit contact from Dylan recently. A lot of pitches 98 plus. His most exit velo off the bat was 103 a couple of days ago. Upstairs, counts now 2-0. Grand Canyon Loper. Dylan Anderson joining a very good Grand Canyon baseball team. In near the hands, 3-0. Of course, Grand Canyon, a school dominated by baseball and basketball. I think basketball is the bigger one right now. A couple of trips to the NCAA tournament for Grand Canyon. As he draws a walk on 4 pitches. Bacosa was sharp through the first 2 frames. Kind of feels right now in the ballpark. 6-0. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. There's still plenty of time for the Pippins to try and mount a comeback. First pitch, Luna high chop to 3rd, but it will be foul. Garrett to Gallier and Koshi Arai were the ones converging on that baseball. No balls and a strike. Luna takes strike 2. .91 again on the radar gun for Bacosa. A little bit of that swirling breeze again here at the ballpark. The 0-2. Luna over to 3rd. Lafitte over to Santana, on to first. Thompson stretches for the twin killing. Score at 5-4-3. And the Elks get 2 for the price of 1. Anderson forced out at 2nd. Jack Varney is at 3rd. But instead there are 2 outs for Kyler Bittner. First pitch taking. It's ball 1. Bittner picked up the first hit for Yakima Valley back in the first inning. .1-0, dribbled in front of the plate. Bacosa's going to fire to first. Holy smokes, what a play from the Bend Elks pitcher. The bare hand and the send across, and we go to the 4th.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
New arm in for Yakima Valley. Trevor Kaiser's day is done, as now Jonathan Stokel makes his way to the mound. Stokel from St. Scholastica making his third appearance here in the top of the fourth inning. He will face the top of the order, as Vinny Salvione, the second hitter, is due up first. As promised, we have a sit-down chat with Ty Pangborn, the Pippins lone all-star. The pitcher was very excited to have this chat. Take it away, Shay. Payoff pitch to Hubbard.
Yeah.
Breaking ball called. Strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts for the second time tonight for Ty Pangborn. Both of them in a key situation here in the third.
We stuck together, we two peas in a pod. You dealt a bad hand, I'm there, season the cards. We'll never be separated.
Hi there, Pippins fans. I'm Harmon Johnson here with your 2025 All-Star selection, Ty Pangborn, a pitcher from Ohio. Ty, first of all, congratulations. And what does this mean to you to be named to the All-Star team?
I'm really happy. I'm glad my hard work's paying off, and I'm really excited to represent the team in the All-Star game and kind of show people what the Pippins are about.
What has your journey been to get here in your college career? I know you spent a couple years at Tri-C Community College and then last year with Akron. Just describe your journey getting to Yakima this summer. You said this was your first summer of summer ball as well.
Coming out of high school, I wasn't, I was topping 85 miles an hour. The only offers I had were JUCO, and I believed that that wasn't the athlete I was. I could do better. So I decided to go to Tri-C for 2 years, played there, and then ended up spending my junior year at Akron. And then our recruiting coordinator, who was originally from out here, got me hooked up with the coaches, and I decided to come out here and play for Yakima.
Describe your journey in this sport of baseball. It's different for everybody, but just tell me how you got into the sport and why you continue to play today.
I started playing very young, as a lot of other guys on the team, and then just from a young age, I loved it. I was a better player on the Little League field, but I remember when I was a little kid, laying in my bed upset because games got rained out, or, upset that we lost in a tournament and didn't get to play more. And so, my entire life has just been, how much baseball can I play and how long can I continue this dream of mine of playing baseball.
It's a long journey out here from the state of Ohio, but your family was out here for a little while, especially your dad. He participated in some of the on-field activities here at the ballpark. What does that mean to have them out here this summer, in your first summer away from home playing baseball? And what was their reaction when they found out you were going to be an all-star?
I was really happy to hear that they were able to make it out here. They're really busy at home, and at first I didn't know if they'd be able to get the time. But when I talked to them, they said, "We got our flight scheduled. We're going to be there next week." I was really excited. Because they really didn't get to see me, pitch a whole lot this past year, and I could tell they were missing baseball as well. So I was really excited for them to come out here and be able to, throw in front of them and have their support from within the ballpark. And when I ended up telling my parents, they were really excited. They were mainly just happy for me that, my hard work was paying off, and I'd gained my confidence back, and I was back to the pitcher that they knew I was down deep. So it was really exciting to have them out here.
Yeah, coming into opening day, you were the starter for these Pippins. You said you had been struggling a little bit with that confidence. On opening day, is this where you envisioned yourself by the middle part of this season?
If I'm being honest, yes. I'm a big believer in, having a winning mindset and having that confidence and telling yourself that, you're not going to go out on the mound and try to do your best. You're going to go out there and you're going to do your best. You're going to throw 9 innings. You're going to put up zeros. And, I'm a huge fan of just, keeping that confidence. And, coming out to the West Coast League, I struggled with confidence, but I knew what pitcher I was deep down. And, I had some people to prove wrong, and I had to prove myself right that pitcher was still inside me. And I'm really glad I was able to find it here with the Pippins.
How do you balance that, going out every 5 or 6 days, trying to keep up that confidence with also having the fun and enjoying the summer ball?
I'm a big fan of, baseball isn't your only thing. I really enjoy fishing and hanging out with the guys outside of baseball. But, on a day like today where it's a start day, as soon as that hour 45, hour 30 minutes before first game or first pitch, there is nothing happening outside of baseball. All it is you're pitching, get ready to pitch. And so I really try to kind of, mix some other things into my life in between starts to, keep the dream going. And so but as soon as that game starts getting close, it's time to really focus in and, hyper focus on baseball.
What are you looking forward to the most when you get up to Bellingham next week?
I'm really excited just to play with some other guys from the South. I know we have some really good competition. And I know there's a lot of guys that I'd like to be on the same team with and just kind of, talk with them, see how their baseball career is. So I'm just really excited to compete with some guys from the South.
If there's one thing you're looking for out of the last couple of series in this summer after the All-Star break, what is it?
I'm looking for some of our guys to just get that confidence back, know they can do it and go out there and, perform and for everyone to have fun winning. So I'm just really hoping for the team to come together and, start winning some baseball games and have fun while doing it.
As one of those leaders in the clubhouse, what have you noticed has changed from the start of the year to this All-Star break?
Now with a lot of summer ball teams, a lot of guys come and go, with pitch counts and all that. But I've noticed that a lot of guys have put their differences aside and bonded as a team, and realized, okay, I've never met this kid before. He may only be playing with us for a couple weeks, but, while we're on the field together, we're brothers, we're wearing the same jersey, we're playing for the same thing. And so really just taking other people in and, playing with them.
Last question here. If there's one memory you want to remember either from this All-Star selection or the summer overall, what are you hoping to take home to your next stop in your college career?
I'd really hope to take to my next stop in my career is the Mafia games on the bus. The team's a big fan of Mafia. We often get 15, 20 guys back there playing, and games will go for 30, 35 minutes. But, it's a good way to kind of, wipe the game and, not hyper-focus on performance, but realize baseball is a game. We're supposed to have fun. And so just being able to relax on the bus and, play some games with your teammates, it's really nice.
For those that don't know, what is Mafia?
Mafia is a role game where there's a narrator and he hands out a bunch of roles. And then pretty much the main goal is the Mafia to take over all the townspeople and the townspeople to figure out who the Mafia is. So it's a lot of pointing fingers, setting people up, defending yourself, and it just allows guys to kind of communicate with each other than baseball and kind of, come together as friends instead of just teammates.
Well, Ty, congratulations on the All-Star selection. We look forward to seeing you pitch on Wednesday.
Same with me. Thank you.
Ty and the rest of the All-Star teams will be taking the field on Wednesday, July 16th up at Bellingham's Joe Martin Field for the All-Star presentation. The game will be on MLB Network streaming platforms, MLB TV, and you can watch that at 6:30 p.m. With Ty Pangborn, I'm Harmon Johnson. Thanks for joining. So cool to get to chat with Ty as he prepares to take the mound at the All-Star game. Starters, of course, have not been announced for that. That will be determined on Wednesday morning when the teams get together. Of course, they'll have the Community Heroes game to get a chance to play with everybody before the actual All-Star game on Tuesday night. You can catch myself and Zen Hill, the broadcaster for the Bellingham Bells, calling the action for that contest. I believe it is on the Bellingham stream. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pippins just threw their first scoreless inning on defense as Ethan Buckley sends a pitch foul back into the netting. Jonathan Stokel allowed a walk, but left him stranded on a couple of ground outs and a fly out. Buckley waits after Angulo has to retrieve the foul ball. It's Ethan, Julian, and Gage due up here in the 4th inning. We're in this final contest before the All-Star game. We're an hour in as there is strike number 2 to Ethan. Kyler Bacosa still out there. You see the wind swirling a little bit on his jersey. Electing to go with the gray pants today. Much cleaner look than the black pinstripe pants with the gold tops. Up near the eyes. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Buckley leading off this inning after doing the catching duties. I'm sure he'll be very excited when the shadow of that banner that you see right there near the edge of your screen finally creeps its way into the batter's box. Gives him a little bit of relief. 1-2, Nubber out towards short. Salvione on to first. 1 out here in the 4th. Brings up Angulo, reached on an error back in the 2nd. Buckley has come up empty twice. Julian's been able to enjoy the shade just a little bit more. Doing the designated hitter's duties today, not playing first base. First pitch on the ground to third. Good. Staying in there is Lafitte. Throws it on to first for out number 2. Able to keep the head down, pick the glove. 2 outs here in the 4th. Pippins are almost gifting Bacosa some quick outs here on a hot day. Kaiser and now Stokel have had to work just a little bit. But Kyler Bacosa is about ready to get through 4. He's done it very efficiently. 29 strikes to only 17 balls. Back up the middle, chance for Salvione again. A looping throw, Reeser not running hard. And a 1-2-3 frame here in the 4th. That was 6 pitches, if my math is not mistaken. We go to the 5th, it's 6-0.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
John Stokel out for his 2nd inning of work. A majority of the crowd here at the Orchard, sitting in the shade on a near 100-degree day now. One of those days where you feel like as soon as you sit down, your pants and your shirt's just going to kind of stick to you. It's one of those sticky hot days. Humidity not as high as it could be here in the rain shadow of the Cascade Range. After today, the Pippins will have 6 home games in the month of July and then 3 in the month of August. 9 opportunities left to catch Yakima Valley here at the Orchard. They also have 9 games on the road during that stretch. First pitch from Stokel's called a strike. Gage Thompson is first, then Reeve Boyd and Ryan Vandenbrink. Swing and a miss by Thompson. It's now 0-2. Bend looking to pick up their 7th victory away from Vince Guinness Stadium. They are currently 6-13. Similar to the Pippins, have been unable to really get any wins away from their home ballpark. 0-2 upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way from John, grounded over to Luna. 1 hop, he's going to shuffle twice before sending it to Varney, who is able to maintain the bag. Couple of wider throws from Luna. Varney's able to hold the bag that time. Here's Reeve Boyd. Infield fly back in the 3rd inning. Flew out to Bartholomew and Wright in the 2nd. Pippins after today will have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday off. 1-0 upstairs. A lot of the other teams in the West Coast League appear to be playing non-league contests during this All-Star week. 2-0 downstairs. 3 balls, no strike. Cowlitz will have 2 games on both sides of the All-Star break. 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Thursday. 3-0 misses. It's a 4-pitch walk to Reeve Boyd. 1 out, 1 on for Bend. Of course, everybody's got to play either 3 non-league games or just take the days off in the South Division, at least for 1 series. Now with an odd number of teams. The addition of the Marion Berries, who are in contention for a possible playoff spot. Sitting in 5th place overall currently. Sitting in 4th place in the South in the 2nd half. 1-0, that one caught the plate. Evens it up at 1-1. Yakima Valley's got action in the bullpen. Koshi Arai is throwing. 1-1, fouled straight back by Vandenbrink. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stokel trying to get through 2 after Trevor Kaiser was only able to get through 3. One-two, runner takes off. The pitch is all the way to the backstop. Big turnaround second for Boyd, but he will stay put. That is a stolen base because Boyd was running. Couple of firsts for the bottom of the order for Bend. Thompson with his first hit back in the 3rd inning. Reeve Boyd stealing his first base. Ryan Vandenbrink, who's in the box, stole a bag in the 3rd. 2-2 out of play. Count will remain. Looking around the West Coast League, a lot of games already final today. 4 games in the books. Bellingham defeated Kamloops 8-2. Wenatchee beat Nanaimo 5-2. 2-2, Boyd gets a big jump, but the pitch is fouled back. Vandenbrink saw too close to take. So he takes a stolen base away from Boyd. Victoria beat Kelowna 10-9 up at Wilson's Group Stadium. Edmonton beat Port Angeles 9-5. 3 games in action, including ours. 2-2. Corked out towards the left field pole. This one is foul. Almost snuck it onto that foul pole. Instead, Vandenbrink will head back to the batter's box. Springfield currently leads the Marion Berries 6-4. That's a rubber match in that series. It's in the bottom of the 6th inning down at Hamlin Sports Complex. The Corvallis Knights and the Walla Walla Sweets just started their contest at Borleski Stadium. Bottom of the 1st, no score. And another game just about ready to start. Ridgefield visiting Portland. 2-2 down and in. Count runs full with only one out. Koshiarai continues to throw. The payoff pitch from Stokel, corked out towards the pole again. This one is foul as well. Vandenbrink just ahead of the fastball from Stokel. John's getting lucky that the Oregon State catcher is not able to straighten those out yet. Another payoff. Plunks him. Vandenbrink awarded first base. He's been on all 3 times. Ethan Buckley will go have a chat with Stokel. Joining Arai in the bullpen is a new addition to the Pippins, Garen Gertler, getting ready to throw. Stokel again trying to get through 2 innings in relief. Jack Lafitte, 0 for 1 to actually, unofficially, or officially, he has no plate appearance, or no bat. Wow, what am I saying here, folks? So I'm ready for the All-Star break, if you can't tell. Jack Lafitte without an at-bat. There we go. There's the right term. He walked, and he hit a sacrifice fly. The walk does not count as an at-bat, neither does the sacrifice fly, because you trade yourself for a run. A 1 downstairs. It's 1-1. He does have 2 plate appearances, now making his 3rd. Plate appearances do not count towards your batting average. At-bats do. Runner takes off. The pitch is a strike at the top of the zone. They will concede the stolen base from Boyd. Second swipe bag of the inning. And second swipe bag of the year for Boyd. Vandenbrink stayed put. One-two from Stokel. Off the end of the bat, out of play. Count remains 1-2. A couple of longer at-bats here in the top of the 5th inning for Jonathan Stokel against these Bend Elks hitters. Vandenbrink takes off. The pitch is all the way to the backstop. Here comes Boyd. He will score without a throw. Vandenbrink in at second. It's 7-0 after the wild pitch by Stokel. Vandenbrink does steal his second base of the game because he was off with the pitch. The catcher able to swipe 2 against these Pippins arms. 7-0 here in the top of the 5th. 2-2 drops. Count will run full again. There's still only 1 out. Bend continuing to do damage against the Pippins. Payoff is driven out towards shallow gap. Dylan Anderson will make his way over, but not before Vandenbrink will score on the RBI single. It's 8-0 here in the 5th. Jack Lafitte comes up clutch. Garrett DeGallier out of the dugout, and the motion has been made. Koshi Arai on next. You're watching Pippins Baseball.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Here we are, still on top of the 5th inning. Koshi Arai making his appearance in this ball game. 7th game overall for Koshi. Last time out against Springfield, went 2 innings, giving up only 1 run on 4 hits and striking out 2. First pitch out of play. So Stokel goes an inning and a third, gives up 1 hit, walks 2. He's currently responsible for the 2 runs that have come home and the runner at first. Arai in that game against the Drifters picked up the only 2 strikeouts for Pippins pitching. That was during the 10-6 loss on the 10th. Arai, again, not the hardest thrower that you've ever seen on the mound. Fastball at around 80, breaking ball in the upper 60s. 1-1, stays outside, 2-1. Being asked to find the last 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Two-one breaker, called a strike. Santana not yet adjusted to the speed. Native of Gunma, Japan. The throw goes over to first. Koshi finished up his freshman season against at Pierce College. Did not see any action in the spring. 2-2, another breaking ball. Put out a play right on top of the party deck. Count remains even. Slowly getting better at his English. The team has kind of rallied around him, getting him accustomed to the clubhouse for the Pippins. Another 2-2. Fastball through the right side. Another hit in this ball game. That's number 9 for Bend. Dawson Santana, first hit tonight in 4 trips. Vinny Salvione with 2 aboard and only 1 out. First pitch drops in there for strike one. Arai, talking with him, says he wants to throw harder. He knows that's one of the disadvantages of his game, but with that 5'6" stature, it's hard to generate velocity as this one's back off his glove. Reeser's going to step on the bag himself to throw to first, a dart, and a double play gets Yakima Valley out of the fifth. We're halfway home here at the Orchard, 8-0, Pippins trail.
Tequila makes her clothes.
One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols, live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
He continues to be efficient. Kyler Bacosa is back out on the mound for the Bend Elks. Coming into today, you expected him to get through at least 3 in what was supposed to be a bullpen day, but Bacosa very efficient in this outing. 47 pitches through the first 4 innings. So he's going to continue to work here. There are a couple bodies down in the bullpen for Bend in case anything goes awry, but Bacosa got a 1-2-3 bottom of the 4th, and he's looking for similar results here. He faces Jake Porter first as the shadows start to creep over the middle of the diamond. Batter's box now in shadow. Getting closer to that normal start time here at the Orchard. Swing and a miss by Porter. Most of the games here at the Orchard start at 6:35 p.m. It is 6:30. We are halfway home in this game. On pace to finish at just before 8 o'clock as Porter sends one deep out towards center. Carlson will slide. Don't know that that was necessary, but he makes the catch anyway for out 1. Brings up Braden Bartholome. Still looking for that first hit as a Pippin. Looking back at the bottom of the 4th inning, it was a 6-pitch inning for Bacosa. First pitch inside to Bartholome. Three pitches here in the frame after that. Ball to Braden Bartholome. 1-0 upstairs, 2-0. Game number 9 of the second half for Yakima Valley. They're 2-6 through the first 8. Two-0 upstairs. It's 3 balls, no strikes. Gertler still warming up for the Pippins. .3-0 to Bartholome, dips in for a strike. Call that a courtesy strike from Bryce Reeves. Bartholome committed to play at Southeastern in the fall. The 3-1 On the ground over to first. High hop to the first baseman Thompson. Sends it to Picosa covering, and he makes the out. Just a step in front of Bartholome. Not the easiest play for Thompson, nor for Picosa covering. That's a weird angle to field the baseball from. But there's 2 away, and Jack Varney stands in. First pitch strike to Varney. Singled back in the third. Looking for his 7th hit of the season. 0-1 down. 1-1. Bend bullpen still quiet. 1-1, that's a dot. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Picosa is deep into his longest outing this season. Remember, he went 2 back against Marion on July 8th. That was the most he's pitched. The 1-2 outside. He also threw 2 innings against the Berries on June 25th and 2 in a game against Bellingham on June 12th. Corvallis and Springfield round out the list, but he's never gone past that 2-inning point. Trying to get through 5. The 2-2 off the end of the bat, foul. That one hops into the lap of a fan up in general admission. Alan Cox liking what he sees out of Picosa here. The 2-2 upstairs. The count runs full. Picosa pitched twice against the Pippins when Yakima Valley went down to Bend. Went 2/3 of an inning on the 28th. Gave up 1 hit, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Went 1/3 of an inning on the 29th. Gave up a run. The payoff pitch to get through 5 is high and tight. Varney will extend the inning. Brings the top of the order back up. Forces Alan Cox to start thinking about what to do with Picosa. If he were a normal starter, you'd say he's fine, only throwing around 60 pitches through 5 innings, but Picosa has only gone 2 innings as his max before. Inside to Anderson. Dillon lined out on a 100-mile-an-hour ball off the bat right to the shortstop Salvione in the first. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. A throw goes down to first. The ball is dropped. Otherwise, Varney would have most likely been tagged out. Good idea by Vandenbrink. Thompson again making his first start over at first base as a Bend Elk, unable to field that one. 1-1, cut on and missed. Anderson does have a tendency to chase at the bottom of the zone. Picosa trying to get through 5. Line drive, foul, right over toward his vacant bullpen. We'll do it again, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And we will wait to see if Picosa will head out for the 6th. The 1-2 in tight. Moves the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Varney was able to draw a 2-out walk Alan Cox pacing a little bit outside his top step of his dugout. 2-2 downstairs. Vandenbrink held it there for a second. So now the count runs full. Varney will get a head start over at first. Action pitch here in the 5th. Anderson spoils it. Varney will return. Bacosa looking for that final out here in the 5th. Another payoff. Swing and a miss. Kyler Bacosa, his longest start of his season, gets through 5 against the Pippins. 8-0, the Elks. We head to the 6th.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With a new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name. But that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
New arm in for the Yakima Valley Pippins. He is a new arm. Only for this season, though. Garen Gertler makes his return to the Pippins after pitching here last summer, a 2-3 record over the course of 19 games with Yakima Valley. Picked up 3 saves over 31 and a third innings pitched, giving up 34 hits, 23 runs, walking 21, striking out 16. Gertler comes in from Big Bend Community College, as he will try and give the bullpen a little bit of length here on a hot Sunday evening. He will face Makoa Sniffen, Jace Miller, and Zach Carlson here in the 6th. As Gertler returns to the orchard. Koshi Arai goes the final 2/3 of an inning there in the 5th. Gives up a hit, but then the double play gets him out of the inning. Four innings left to go before we hit the All-Star break. Makoa Sniffen will greet the returning Pippin wearing number 31 for Yakima Valley. So the 20th game in Yakima Valley in the career of Garen Gertler. First pitch over to Luna. It's off the grass after it died on the cut, and it's going to go all the way down the line. Makoa Sniffen turns around first. The throw, close play, the tag. It is in time. Makoa Sniffen tried to stretch a single into a double. One out on the strong throw by Jake Porter. Take a look at this one. Sniffen hit this one right down the line at 80 miles an hour. Trickled by Luna. but Porter with the catcher's arm, the bare hand throw. Sniffen just unable to get to the bag first. First pitch, a strike. In there to Jace Miller. So you do give Sniffen the hit. That is, I believe, the 10th hit of the game for the Elks, as this one's grooved through for another hit. Jace Miller with his 3rd hit of the day. Now, Makoa Sniffen currently does not have credit for a hit in our official scoring. If I am correct, he should be credited with a hit and then be out at second. First pitch, foul tipped by Carlson. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Was wrong about the final score last night. A 1 outside. When we signed off, I think I incorrectly said it was 10-3. The scoreboard on our stream had it right. It's 10-4. Bartholomew tagged up and scored there at the end of the ball game on that weird double play that ended the contest. One over the netting. Count now 1-2. Zach Carlson, a single back in the 3rd. Pitch on the way, upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gertler looking for his first strikeout here in 2025 with the Pippins. The 2-2, back up the middle. Reeser extends, keeps it on the infield. That's an athletic play just to save an extra bag from the lead runner, Miller. Gage is feeling that one. Stellar effort from the shortstop. Right over the head of Gertler. Gage keeps it on the dirt. Saved a 1st and 3rd situation. It is an infield single for Zach Carlson. Landed awkwardly on that shoulder, did Gage. First pitch to Thompson, downstairs for ball 1. One-0, foul. Count evens, 1 apiece. Gertler with Big Bend Community College this last season. As that pitch is fouled into the screen. His 2nd year with the Vikings. Total of 24 games, including 23 starts. Gertler checks 3 times. Now he goes home. Called strike 3. Pitch left right over the heart. Gertler has his first strikeout in 2025. Thompson retired for the 3rd time. Reeve Boyd due up next. It's getting a little more gusty here on a Sunday night. First pitch called a strike at the bottom of the zone. Boyd hit that infield fly in the 3rd inning, walked and scored in the 5th. Oh, 1, again up the middle. Reeser dives, drops the ball. The throw is late. They're going to give that a hit for Reeve Boyd. Second infield single of the inning for the Bend Elks. As it stands right now, 4 hits in the inning. Makoa Sniffen does get credit with the single. And then the put out at second for out number 1. So there are 4 hits on the board here in the inning for Bend as the bases are loaded with 2 outs. First pitch misses outside. Ryan Vandenbrink has been on all 3 times. He's scored twice. Pearson Pollard loosening for Yakima Valley. 1-0 up at the eyes. 1-1. Sun still beating down on most of the field except the pitcher's mound. 1-1, high chop on the infield. Bittner coming in, dies on the grass. The throw with the catcher running. He has enough time to retire the side. 3 are left on. Nobody scores as we go to the bottom of the 6th. 8-0, Bend still in front.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
What's your pizza?
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
New pitcher in for the Bend Elks here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Eli Knowlton comes in to pitch in his 11th game of the season. 1 start on the season for Knowlton with an .864 ERA over 16 2/3 innings pitched. 17 strikeouts to 15 walks. He's given up 18 hits. Pitched twice against the Pippins in the 1st and the 3rd games of that series down in Bend. Went an inning in each game, gave up 2 runs in the first game on 2 hits and 1 strikeout. Pitched a clean frame on the 29th, including 2 strikeouts, facing the minimum. So Bacosa goes 5. He is in line for the decision as long as the score holds. As Greg Luna is the first batter to face the new right-handed hurler. Drops downstairs for ball 1. Some dust here at this natural infield blowing around the batter's box as the gusts continue to pick up. 1-0, dotted a strike. 1-1. Knowlton from Bellingham, Washington, where the All-Star game will be here in the next couple of days. 1-1, downstairs. 2 balls and a strike. 6-1, 215. Knowlton calls Edmonds College home. 2-1, all the way to the backstop. Luna's grounded out twice, both of them over to Lafitte at third. Looking to pick up his 5th hit on the season. Chops it to third again. This ball will be foul, though. Almost hit the corner of the bag. Had it done that, it would have been a fair ball. Instead, it hit the hump right before the bag. As now home plate umpire Bryce Reeves calling time. A baseball from the bullpen has found its way onto the warning track. That is the one danger with these exposed bullpens down the foul lines, is if you do miss to the backstop, the ball is going to find its way into play. Payoff pitch off the end of the bat towards the Bend bullpen. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, the wind certainly helping keep the temperature real feel just a little bit lower, but with the high gusts, that does mean that the red flag warning is now in effect. Potential for fire weather as Luna sends it foul again. So not only is the city of Yakima currently in a heat advisory until tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the evening, but the red flag warning will be in effect until 11 o'clock tomorrow night. No open flames. High risk with the dry conditions for some wildfires. Payoff. Driven down the left field line, chasing it over Miller. He's running out of room as it is a fair ball and caught right up against the wall. Jason Miller able to maintain the catch as that one hurt a little bit, crashing into the wall. Brings up Kyler Bittner. 1 for 2 today, one of the 2 hits the Pippins have been able to pick up so far. Yakima Valley looking for a little more offense on, a little more offense. First pitch, a strike from Knowlton. A 1, another one for a strike. Well, I mentioned the red flag warning, and now my family back home is rubbing it in my face. They're outside watching the game around our fire pit on our back patio. A little bit more moisture down in Nebraska. 0-2 outside, and the reason for the red flag warning, in case you're not aware of how the National Weather Service issues those things, not exactly to do with the high heat, although that is a big part of it. It's more the wind. With these high winds, creates a possibility that if something does spark, it spreads very quickly as Bittner swings upstairs for the first strikeout for Knowlton. 2 down here in the 6th. You see the flag dancing around there. Constant winds now at 14 miles an hour. Gusts getting up as high as 30. So if there is some sort of little spark, creates a big danger for a lot of areas. It's hard to maintain and contain those fires with the wind blowing as Buckley takes strike 1. Although I don't know that anybody is going to want to have a bonfire tonight after 100 degrees. It's only supposed to get down to around 70 tonight. There's a strike, number 2 to Buckley. Knowlton on the verge of a quick inning. The 0-2 downstairs. Big puff of dirt off the glove of Vandenbrink. That stuff gets everywhere when it blows around the ballpark. You'll find it up here in the press box a lot after they drag the field at night. 1-2 off the end of the bat, foul. Buckley continues to fight. Ethan 0 for 2 today, a pair of ground outs to Salvione at shortstop. Long look in for Knowlton. Seems to know a lot about these Pippins in his third appearance against them. The 1-2 cut on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Knowlton. And we go to the 7th. Yakima Valley still being shut out. 3 innings left to play.
Save now with Bymart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bymart since 1955.
Pearson Pollard in the 7th inning for Yakima Valley, getting a chance with a clean slate to work here in the top of the 7th. 5'10", 185 from Houston, Texas. Attends Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Last time out against Springfield, an inning and a third. No runs allowed, 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He has a .337 ERA on the season to go along with the 1-1 record. 32 strikeouts on the season for Pearson. Pearson among those leaders in strikeouts on the pitching side in the West Coast League. Despite his lower amount of innings pitched, currently sitting in 4th place, tied with one of him are Gio DeGraw from Kelowna, Trey Newman from Corvallis, and then Mitch Haythorne from Wenatchee. Pollard's been racking up the Ks in his relief appearances. First pitch over the mound. Bittner ranging to the right. The throw with the internal clock. Knew he had time. 1 pitch, 1 out, as Lafitte is the first one. Back to the top of the order, Dawson Santana. Ty Pangborn had a chance to climb the leaderboard on Friday, but did not strike anybody out in his 6 innings of work. Pollard, if he could pick up 3 strikeouts, would tie Mitch Haythorne, as that pitch is called a strike. Haythorne pitched earlier today against Nanaimo, went 2 innings, giving up 1 hit and striking out 3. As Pollard is ahead in the count 0-2. So coming into today, Pearson and Mitch were tied at 32 strikeouts. Oh, 2 downstairs. Santana not going fishing there. Although I'm sure there's plenty of good fishing spots at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Of course, the entire campus is located on an island. 1-2. Upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I don't know if Pearson is a big fisherman. Certainly baseball takes up a lot of your time in college, especially at the D1 level. 2-2, defensive swing through the right side for a base hit. 14th knock of the game for the Bend Elks as Santana picks up his second hit of the contest. Probably the softest hit of all of the base hits. I would give you the numbers, but TrackMan didn't actually register the exit velocity on that pitch. First pitch to Salviones downstairs. Pearson, fastball, breaking ball, mixes in a changeup every once in a while. Throw goes over to first. Pollard has a good look at Santana trying to dance and draw a throw over at first. Pippins bullpen back to work. 1-0 into the screen. Evens it up at 1-1. Looks like Oliver Wilday has grabbed a baseball. Getting loose for Yakima Valley. One breaker, there's a strike. Pearson likes to use that pitch a lot. Ahead in counts. We'll see what he comes back with a chance for strikeout number 33. Lefty sends it over to first. Santana back standing. Top of the 7th inning. We are 2 hours into this ball game. One, two, there goes Santana. Swing and a miss. The throw goes down. Tag is late. Strikeout number 33 for Pearson on the season. Swiped bag number 1 of the day for Santana. Two are out now for McCoa Sniffin. Single back in the 6th, then he was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. First pitch right over towards the press box. We already had one come in the window over near the scoreboard computer. Thought for a second it was coming in our video stream window. I was told there was one that came through the window last year. Santana, big lead over at second. Breaking ball, strike 2. Pollard not too concerned with Santana dancing around at second base. His one focus is McCoa Sniffin, the man from St. Mary's. 0-2 on the ground foul past the first base coach, Austin Hodge. Pollard still ahead in the count. On the way, 0-2, outside. Buckley thought that was strike 3, but he will have to send it back to Pearson. Close pitch on the outside part of the plate. 1-2 from Pearson. Swing and a miss. Strikeout 34 this season for Pollard. Strikes out the last 2 in the 7th. Stretch time here at the Orchard. Yakima Valley trailing 8-0.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Elijah Knowlton gets set to face 5, 6, and 7 for the Yakima Valley Pippins. 9 outs left on offense for Yakima Valley before the All-Star break. See if we can take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Pippins. Will be a extended break for Yakima Valley with no non-league contests in between now and Friday's game with Portland. First pitch, and therefore a strike. There's the upcoming schedule. All-Star game will be at 6:35 on Wednesday. Can be seen on MLB.com. And then the weekend starts with Portland right here at the Orchard. Team poster giveaway to the first 500 fans. 0-1, that's strike 2. It's a pretty nice looking poster too if you're going to come out on Friday. That Portland series will loom big as the Pippins will try, if this score holds, to get back on the right side of things. Fouled off of Angulo. It's still 0-2. Pippins in danger of dropping to 2-7 in the second half and 9-27 overall. First season for Garrett DeGallier, Eddie Kribbe, and Anthony Alvarado at the helm. Oh, 2, called strike 3. Angulo unable to get the bat off his shoulders. Knowlton has 3 straight strikeouts. Here comes Gage Reeser. Reeser struck out back in the second, grounded out in the fourth. Tough day at the plate so far for Yakima Valley. They've got 2 hits to their name. First pitch inside. We'll see if Pearson Pollard will come out for the 8th inning. Trying to continue to climb the strikeout leaderboard. That's ball 2. Reeser able to help sell it a little bit as well. Ducking out of the way. 2-0 outside. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Along with the 2 Pippins hits, Julian Angulo reached on an error. Dylan Anderson reached on a walk. Those are the only 4 besides Jack Varney who walked to reach base. So Varney's been on twice, Angulo once, Bittner once, and Anderson once. 3-1, poked down the right field line. This one will get out of play. So from 3-0, now it's back to 3-2. Knowlton not stopping the fight yet. Three balls, two strikes. Reeser goes down. Knowlton with 4 straight strikeouts. Comes all the way back from 3 down. Pippins all sorts of discombobulated at the plate today. Knowlton's most strikeouts in a game this season is 6 over the 4 1/3 he went against the Springfield Drifters. He's got 4 of them through his first inning and 2/3. Outside, 2-0. Jake Porter 0 for 2. Strikeout in the second, fly out in the 5th. Behind in the count 3-0, but you can't rest on your laurels here if you're Jake Porter. Gage Reeser was ahead 3-0 and struck out. Courtesy strike. 3 balls and a strike. Porter fouls it away, and this is giving you deja vu to the last at-bat. The count has worked its way back to full. Knowlton working quickly now. The payoff pitch. Downstairs, ball 4. Porter's able to win that at bat. He will reach first base. Braden Bartholomew hitting for the 3rd time. Again, still looking for that first hit as a Yakima Valley Pippin. First pitch strike from Knowlton. Eli, fastball, breaking ball, primary mix. Bounces in. Staying put is Porter. Good block by Vandenbrink. Bartholomew popped out to first in the 2nd, grounded out to first in the 5th. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the ground is short. Ranging over, Salvione goes the short way over to 2nd to retire the side. 2 innings left to play. Bend 8, Yakima Valley 0. You're watching Pippins baseball.
Yeah, tequila makes her clothes.
One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere,
somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
Top of the 8th inning, Pearson Pollard will remain on the mound. Moving now into a sole possession of 4th place on the strikeout leaderboard in the West Coast League with 34. He's one away from retying Mitch Haythorne of Wenatchee with 35. If he could pick up 2 strikeouts in this inning, he would take 3rd place all by himself going into the All-Star break. Impressive that a Pippins reliever is up near the top of the league in strikeouts. Mitch Haythorne, a starter. He started 7 of the games that he's appeared in, which is 7. Trey Newman, 6 starts in 8 games. Gio DeGraw, 6 starts in 8 games. Pollard has appeared in now 11 games, does not have a start. First pitch for Pearson. Inside. That's ball 1. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Eight runs on 14 hits for Ben. No runs, 2 hits for Yakima Valley. Pollard behind in the count here, 3-0. Well, Knowlton was able to battle back a couple times to run the count full. We'll see what Pearson can do here. Nothing to lose. Down by 8. 4-pitch walk. Jace Miller, leadoff batter aboard. Brings up Zach Carlson, 2 for 4 today. Yesterday, had that big grand slam to take the lead in the 6th inning. First pitch outside, 5 straight misses for Pearson after sitting for the bottom of the 7th. Pearson's now missed with 6 straight. Ethan Buckley might consider having a chat with his southpaw. Oliver Wilday is on the warm-up mound in the bullpen. Throw goes to first. Action down in the Bend bullpen. Christopher Wrench from Yakima Valley College is getting loose. Breaking ball, there's a strike. 2-1. It appears Knowlton's day is close to being done. Another breaking ball, that one misses inside. Three balls and a strike. Pearson trying to avoid back-to-back walks. Ground ball, foul. Right over down towards the bullpen for Bend. So Pearson's worked the count back to full. You'd love to see him pick up a strikeout, but you also know a ground ball puts 2 on the out column. Fly out single for Carlson. Payoff. Shallow out towards right. Bartolome makes the catch. One down here in the 8th. Gage Thompson struck out his last time up. Back in the 6th inning. Some of the regulars for Bend getting to sit in this 100-degree heat. Downstairs, runner takes off. The throw down is not in time. Miller advances to second base. Wild pitch from Pearson. One out. Foul ball into the screen. One out. Foul ball into the screen. Apologies for some technical issues. Hope you're back with us. The heat has been getting to our equipment as we have lost our high home camera. That is not the camera you'd want to lose, as the center field camera only has the plate in view. 1-2, driven out towards left. It is foul. No worries, you're not missing anything there.